Have you ever walked into your favorite store, reached for your go-to product and thought, wait, wasn't this cheaper last month? Well, you're not imagining things. Prices are creeping up, and not just because of inflation. One sneaky culprit, tariffs. In this video, we're breaking down what tariffs really are, how they sneak into your everyday purchases, and most importantly, how they affect your wallet. What is a tariff? Let's start with the basics. A tariff is a tax, but not one you pay directly. It's a tax that governments place on imported goods, stuff made in other countries but sold here. Imagine you're buying a French handbag or a Korean TV. If there's a tariff on it, the company importing it has to pay extra to bring it in. And guess what? That extra cost usually gets passed right on to you. Tariffs are designed to make foreign goods more expensive, so you'll buy more American-made products instead. Sounds good in theory, right? But here's where things get complicated. Let's bring this closer to home. Think about your daily life, your groceries, your clothes, your electronics, even your car. Let's explore even more real-world situations where tariffs hit home, directly impacting what you earn, spend, or save. Small farmers and specialty food producers are particularly vulnerable. If a family farm relies on imported feed, seeds, or equipment, tariffs increase their operating costs. That cost might be passed on to consumers through higher prices at farmers markets or local grocery stores. In other cases, the added expense might shrink their profit margins, pushing some small farms out of business. Homeowners can feel the squeeze too. Tariffs on construction materials, such as imported lumber, metal hardware, or ceramic tiles, can drive up renovation and maintenance costs. A simple home repair or kitchen remodel that once cost $10,000 could now run $11,500 or more just due to hidden taxes on imported components. Tariffs also creep into the service industry. A hair salon that imports specialized beauty products from Europe may raise service prices to compensate. Restaurants that serve imported wine, cheese, or seafood may adjust their menus or charge more for signature dishes. Even industries like event planning or photography, where imported props, lighting equipment, or decor are used, can end up inflating their rates. If you commute using a car that was assembled using imported parts, or ride a bus that relies on foreign-made components, you're indirectly paying more for transportation as well. Gasoline and vehicle maintenance, both tied to global trade inputs, become part of the invisible tax. For people living paycheck to paycheck, even a small uptick in food or utility costs can push them into debt. The burden of tariffs is often heaviest on low and middle-income households, who spend a larger portion of their income on goods most likely to be affected, like clothing, electronics, and food. Think about the phone in your hand. Many of its components come from overseas, screens from South Korea, processors from Taiwan, and rare earth elements from China. A tariff on any one of those pieces means the final cost of your phone increases, even if it's assembled in the US. Or consider back-to-school shopping. If tariffs are imposed on imported textiles, the price of everyday items like backpacks, jeans, and shoes for your kids can spike. This puts additional strain on family budgets, especially for those already stretching every dollar. Even furniture and home improvement goods aren't immune. Tariffs on imported wood, steel, or parts used in appliances can make that kitchen renovation or sofa upgrade significantly more expensive than expected. A simple set of patio furniture may cost $100 more due to hidden import taxes embedded in each piece. Business owners, too, feel the pinch. A local bakery that relies on imported chocolate or nuts may have to raise the price of cookies or cakes, while a small construction firm might face higher costs for metal fasteners or imported tools. That cost is often passed on to customers. When tariffs are placed on raw materials like steel or aluminum, it doesn't just affect the companies importing them, it affects every industry that uses them. If car manufacturers have to pay more for steel, they raise car prices. If food importers face tariffs on cheese, fruit, or wine, your grocery bill jumps. You might not see the word tariff on your receipt, but you're paying it all the same. And it doesn't just stop with products. Businesses facing higher costs might freeze hiring or cut jobs. That means fewer opportunities and lower wage growth. Real-world case. In 2018, tariffs on washing machines added about $86 to the average price. And that doesn't include increased costs for dryers and parts. Tariffs can trigger a domino effect. When one country places tariffs, the other country might retaliate with tariffs of their own. That's called a trade war, and no one really wins. The US-China trade war led to tariffs on hundreds of goods, from electronics to clothing to agriculture. American farmers were hit hard when China responded with tariffs on soybeans. These economic battles trickle down to everyday people. Farmers lose income, factories slow down, consumers pay more. So, Who gains from tariffs? Sometimes they help domestic industries survive tough competition. A local steel mill might stay open because imported steel is more expensive. That's a win for workers there. But on the flip side, companies that rely on imported parts, like car manufacturers or tech companies, lose. They either raise prices or reduce workforce. So while one factory gains, 10 others might lose, and you, the consumer, usually pay the price in the end. Tariffs are complicated. They're supposed to protect, but they often punish the very people they're meant to help. And the worst part? Most of us don't even realize we're paying them. So next time something feels more expensive, dig a little deeper. It might not just be inflation. It could be a tariff, the hidden price tag on your everyday life. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves understanding how the world really works. Until next time, keep asking the important questions.